Hi there, it's Marna Fujimoto-Pihl with Being Place. And today I just wanted to share a little bit about a really cool, exciting project that I'm hosting this month or in May. It's called the Oxygen Mask Project. And how many times have we heard this message? Put on your own oxygen mask first. We all know how important self-care is to our health and well-being. We all understand intuitively that we are not good to anyone else if we're gasping for air, right? But in reality, tending to ourselves first, sometimes tending to our needs at all, feels a lot harder to pull off, doesn't it? I know it does for me too. We live in a world that feels like an erratic, dangerous, unpredictable place. Like right now, these last few years especially. We're not sure who's in charge often. And it feels like it's got to fall to us to save it, right? And so many of us feel quite weighed down by the roles and responsibilities of our lives already, without adding this urgent mission of trying to ease or end all the chaos out there. It's a lot. Yet much of the burden of responsibility we carry is outside of our control, sadly. We like to think that we can control things, and we can't. We can only influence change. So we can't even make much of an influence if we are exhausted, depleted, and let's be honest, terrified. So many of us do, and give without taking the time to refill the well or fill the well first. And there's a lot to do. Raising the next generation of leaders, creating justice and equality for all, cooling the planet, ending wars, creating peace. Like, there is so much going on right now that we want to have an influence on. So the only thing that we can truly control is ourselves, and therefore that's all we really have to be responsible for. We are the only thing we need to be responsible for. So we ultimately get to control how we feel, how we show up, how effectively we influence by choosing how we treat our bodies, our time, our energy, our thoughts, our feelings, and our voices. We get to choose how to respond to the people and the circumstances of our lives. And when we decide to nurture and nourish our bodies, minds, and spirits, we feel at our best. And we are ready to bring our talents, our skills, our voices, our experience, our passion, and our energy to the conversations and situations we find ourselves in. So this is why I started the Oxygen Mask Community Project. It's a free month-long online conversation for busy caregivers, change makers, and anyone else struggling to feel effective in their lives or work. So the goal of this project is to share our stories, experiences, approaches, lessons learned, best practices, so that caring for ourselves feels simpler, easier, and more accessible. And so we can reframe it as the most practical, powerful thing that we can do in our daily lives to create the change we wish to see in the world. So self-care as activism. That's a pretty radical concept. But if you're curious, you can check out all the details on website beingplace.ca/oxygenmask. So please do come check out what it is, a little bit more about it. You can sign up to receive the daily emails for the month of May. Every single day you will get a email, like a story in your inbox from a busy caregiver or change maker sharing how do they care for themselves? How do we care for ourselves when to have the capacity to care for what matters to us, essentially? And then we join the conversation on Facebook and dive in deeper with each other. We want to create a community here. We want to create a revolution where putting ourselves first matters and is valued. So please do check us out. Again, the link is beingplace.ca/oxygen mask, or you can find it in my bio here. And I do hope you'll join us. Bye for now.